Nadal takes first step towards Federer US Open showdown. World number 1 Rafa Nadal dismissed Dusan Lajovic 7-6, 6, 6-2, 6-2 to ease into the US Open second round on Tuesday, setting the Spaniard on a collision course for a long overdue Flushing Meadows showdown with Roger Federer. While the year's final Grand Slam is only just underway, tennis fans have circled September 8 when, if all goes to form, Nadal and Federer would meet in the last four to decide a place in the final. One of the great rivalries in sport, Federer, a 5 times US Open winner, and Nadal, twice champion, have clashed 37 times over the years, but never have they stood across the net on Flushing Meadows hardcourts. On French Open clay, Wimbledon's manicured lawns, and in Australian heat, the elegant Swiss maestro and muscular Spaniard have played for titles, and while no trophy would be on the line, a New York meeting would still have the Big Apple buzzing. Federer will follow Nadal onto Arthur Ashe Stadium later on Tuesday, looking to hold up his end of the deal when he takes on American Francis Tiafoe. "Today I won. That's the most important thing for me," Nadal told reporters. "I believe that I am ready." After a sluggish run-up to the US Open that included a shock round of 16 loss to Canadian teenager Denis Shapovalov in Montreal and another to Australian Nick Kyrgios in the Cincinnati quarterfinals, Nadal needed a few games to find his range against the 85th ranked Serb. The 21-year-old, chasing a first US Open win, showed no sign of nerves, using his stylish ground strokes to grab the early break on the way to 4-2 lead, the 4 games as many as he won in his only other meeting with Nadal, a round of 16 loss at the 2014 French Open. But a steely Nadal found his comfort zone, breaking back at 5-5 to force the opener to a tiebreak that he took 8-6. A ruthless Nadal delivered the young Serb another tennis lesson, breaking his opponent at the first opportunity in the second and third sets to improve his record in first-round US Open matches to 13-0. "Tough beginning of the match," said Nadal, who will next meet American Tommy Paul or Japan's Taro Daniel. "The important thing is to win, because it's normal that you have some nerves at the beginning and you get a little bit tight at the beginning of the tournament. So important thing is be through, and that's what I did today." New York, App. The question was rather simple after Angelique Kerber became only the second defending U.S. Open champion in the professional era to lose in the first round. The surprisingly lopsided 6-3, 6-1 loss to 45th ranked Naomi Osaka of Japan under the closed roof in Arthur Ashe Stadium at a rainy Flushing Meadows on Tuesday was former number 1 Kerber's latest in a long list of disappointing performances in 2017. So she was asked what she thinks went wrong this season. She sighed, shrugged her shoulders, and began to answer, "I don't know." Moments later, her eyes darting around the room, she added, "This year is a completely different year." Talk about an understatement. In 2016, Kerber broke through to the top of tennis in a spectacular way. A player with only one previous Grand Slam semi-final appearance reached the first 3 major title matches of her career, winning 2 of them. She stunned Serena Williams in the Australian Open final, lost to Williams in the Wimbledon final, and then beat Karolina Pliskova in the US Open final to rise to the top of the WTA rankings for the first time. Her follow-up has been quite a flop. Kerber, a 29-year-old German, hasn't won any title of any sort this season. She is only 25-18 overall, 0-9 against opponents ranked in the top 20. And Tuesday's loss assured her of falling out of the top 10 for the first time since October 2015. At Grand Slam tournaments she is 6-4, including another first-round loss in May at the French Open, where she became that tournament's first number 1 seed to lose so early. "I know that I'm strong, and I know that I will come back stronger, for sure. I know that I will not be giving up," said Kerber, the first defending champion to lose in the U.S. Open's first round since Svetlana Kuznetsova in 2005. Showers showed up before noon Tuesday and led to the postponements of dozens of matches. The only court used in the afternoon and evening was Ashe, thanks to the retractable cover constructed ahead of last year's tournament. The only men's matches completed were there, and Roger Federer overcame a slow start and then a late lapse to edge 19-year-old American Francis Tiafoe 4-6, 6-2, 6-1, 1-6, 6-4 in a compelling first-rounder at night. Federer's footwork and strokes were off in the first set, and he repeatedly gave Tiafoe points via miscues. Federer then appeared to take control by grabbing 8 of 9 games en route to taking a 2-1 lead in sets. But Tiafoe rediscovered his own powerful shots to force a fifth set. Federer went up 3-1, then got broken while serving for the match at 5-3. But he broke right back, finally converting his third match point. Federer earned his 79th career victory at the US Open, equaling Andre Agassi for second most behind Jimmy Connors' 98. Federer's possible semi-final foe and chief rival for the title, number 1 Rafael Nadal, overcame a first-set hiccup of his own before overpowering Dusan Lajovic of Serbia 7-6, 6, 6-2, 6-2. The women's number 1 seed, Pliskova, easily advanced by beating Magdalena at 6-2, 6-1. French Open champion Jelena Stepanenko got past Lara Arruabarrena 6-2, 1-6, 6-1 in a match that started on court 17 and was moved indoors at Tash, and number 23 Barbara Orostrikova defeated Misaki Doi 6-1, 6-3. Yet another seeded woman was eliminated when number 28 Ligia Tsurenko lost to Yanina Wickmayer 6-3, 6-1. At night in Ash, number 15 Madison Keys of the U.S. compiled a 32-9 edge in winners and moved into the second round by beating Elise Mertens of Belgium 6-3, 7-6, 6. Keys got broken while serving for the match at 6-5, and then faced a set point at 6-5 in the tiebreaker. But Keys delivered a big forehand to force her backhand error by Mertens, starting a 3-point run for the American to close out the victory. "I would say I was probably one of the luckier people all day," Keys said, "to just kind of know I was going to get a match in today." Kerber's exit further thins the women's bracket, which was missing 23-time major champion Serena Williams to begin with because she is expecting a baby. 3 of the top 7 seeded women were gone before dinner time on day 2, with number 6 Kerber joining Monday's losers. Number 2 Simona Halep, beaten by Maria Sharapova in her first Grand Slam match since a 15-month doping suspension, and number 7 Johanna Konta. While Kerber's quick departure was stunning in and of itself, that Osaka would be the one to do it might not be quite so remarkable, even if she is just 19 and never won before against a top 10 woman. Osaka is comfortable around the grounds at Flushing Meadows, where she has been spending time, and even occasionally practicing, since she was a kid. She was born in Osaka, Japan, so represents that country, but moved to the U.S. when she was 3, has dual citizenship, and used to live on Long Island. "The site," Osaka said, "feels really familiar to me." She nearly upended Keys in the U.S. Open's third round last year, leading 5-1 in the third set before losing in a tiebreaker, a collapse on her mind in the latter stages Tuesday. This time, Osaka held steady, using her powerful baseline game to bully Kerber. Osaka accumulated a 22-9 edge in winners, broke in half of Kerber's 8 service games and saved all 4 break points she faced. "It was not my day," Kerber summed up. "Completely not my day. Hasn't been her year, either.